Hello there, nice slice here, coming at you from beautiful British Columbia, Canada. True north, strong and free. Now today we're looking at a new knife for my collection, but it's definitely not a new knife. This is the Buck 118 Personal. Now, before I found this one, I did find this one on Facebook Marketplace. The fellow was asking, what he was asking. I offered what I offered. We went in the middle, and we were both pretty happy with the final price tag. But there's, you can see, there's the 3 lines on this one, the Buck 118, made in USA. There's no date stamp on this, so that means this particular model for this tag stamp is 1972 to 1986. And from what research I've done on this particular version was made between 1973 and 1980. And you can tell because it has the 4 micarta spacers. See if you can see that 4th one in there. It is. You can see the line there, one right above the pommel. And the fact that the spacer is extended. So I'll give an example of one that is not in just a moment here, but I really like this little knife. So the fellow's name was Garth. We talked about it. He appreciated this knife. He also had a Schrade LB7 that he was looking to get rid of. I did not make an offer on that. I have a couple of those and not looking to pick another one up right at this time. But he also had an old fixed blade Smith & Wesson. Very nice example of that. It was made in the USA, vintage. I told him, please give me right to first refusal if he ever decided to sell that one. He hadn't decided at the moment that he was going to sell it, so it wasn't on the table. But let's get back to this. Very narrow blade. This blade is just shy of 4.5 inches from the tang to the tip. Like I said, it's not very tall at all. It is a hollow grind. You can see on these older models the satin finish, and there's not a defined line where the hollow grind begins after the spine. This one was not razor sharp when I got it a few days ago, but I put it on my stones, and let me tell you, she got a good edge now. Of course, the black phenolic handle that we're all used to with these classic Buck 100 series. This is a discontinued model. They don't make this 118 anymore. I'm not entirely certain. Maybe the late 80s with a few variations between now and then, but if anybody knows for sure, please let me know in the comments. It's very light, and I think this would be very capable. You can see it has the false edge or the swedge right at the tip here. Make it very good for piercing the hide on an animal when you get it. Hopefully I'll get the opportunity to try this one out in the fall of this year. So there we have the aluminum guard and the aluminum pommel. So here's the sheath it came with. This is an old pistol style, and this sheath was very stiff and not flexible at all, but I did treat it with some of this otter wax leather salve. I gave it a couple of applications, and old leather does get better. It comes back to life when you treat it right, so it's feeling much better now. I may or may not give it another application in the near future here. We'll see how it goes. It's feeling pretty soft now. I'll show you how the knife fits in here. Just like that. Close it up, put it on your belt, off you go. So here's my 102 for comparison. Just have a look. It is a 4-inch blade. This is the clip point. Now they're very, very similar in size. The 102 has a bit of a taller, wider profile. And you can see, there's what I mean about the more modern beginning of the hollow grind. You can see that machine line right there, straight as an arrow, right? Definitely machined compared to the softer hollow grind on this one, which I really like. And here's the example of where my micarta spacer, if it had one on this model, would stop. You just see nothing but aluminum there on the bottom of the guard, but on this one, the micarta does extend, right? You can see that. All in all, I'm very happy with that purchase. If I see another one, flea market, pawn shop, Craigslist, Facebook, I don't know, it'd have to be a pretty good example for me to pick it up. Pretty happy with the one I got. So the Buck 118 Personal, there you have it.